questions, Steven. You wrote it cold. We read it hot. State flexibility. Care versus custody. Humane enough? Humane enough? Just asking questions, Steven. Why the memo got teeth? Why your kind of order always hunt the weak? Why the footnotes feel frozen? Why the clauses feel cursed? Why you look at human need and make the cage come first? You ain't loud with the cruelty. You file it in the drawer, put a suit on a nightmare, then call it civil law. You don't need a jackboot when the memo got keys. Just a paragraph polished till it locks by degrees. Disabled ain't disorder, poor ain't debris. Needing help ain't a warrant for captivity. You call it treatment, but the hallway got bars. You call it freedom, but you reaching for scars. You call it order, but the order looks sick. Every state discretion got a custody trick. Just asking questions, Steven. Why you writing cages down? Why your version of care always drag folks underground? Just asking questions, Steven. Why the memo smell like fear? Why you call it compassion when the locked doors appear? Care versus custody. Line in the sand. You don't need more power, you need less in your hand. Care. Custody. Memo full of cages. What kind of man wakes up with the whole world burning and says, you know what we need? More ways of interning. More ways to make families beg at the gate. More ways to make rights depend on the state. More ways to tell grandma that home was a phase. More ways to hide people in fluorescent maze. You put horror in legalese, dry ink, clean font. That ain't policy work, that's a sadish want. Maximally integrated. Made to sound extreme, like staying with family is some radical dream. Nah, that's a human being with the room in the name. You make community life sound like federal shame. You call it restraint, but restraint is the threat. You call it a question, but the answer is set. You call it legal, but the spirit is low. Old institution with a new memo glow. Just asking questions, Steven. Why you writing cages down? Why your version of care always drag folks underground? Just asking questions, Steven. Why the memo smell like fear? Why you call it compassion when the locked doors appear? Care versus custody, line in the sand. You don't need more power, you need less in your hand. Homestead said integration, you said maybe not. Civil rights got warm, you made the language rot. You ain't kill freedom, you nibble at the frame. Turn the landmark to a loophole, then pretend it's the same. The serious questions, yeah, we got a few too. Like who gave the state this much leash to you? Who looked at disability law and found your obsession? Who made more confinement?
The White House suggestion.
Who benefits Steven? Name every contract, name every vendor, name every kickback. Cause this ain't cheaper, that fairy tale's dead. The way saving money, you changing who's fed. Community care pays life to remain. Cuts to the pay systems, a profit from pain. We are not hysterical, we are reading the page. You wrote cold little exits from the civil rights age. We are not inventing the dystopian smell. You put freedom on trial and gave custody bail. So stand by your memo, stand right in the light. Tell every family, this is what you write. Just asking questions, Steven. Why you writing cages down? Why your version of order always needs folks bound? Just asking questions, Steven. Why the footnotes feel cruel? Why the weakest in the room always first in your rules?
Care versus custody.
Line in the sand. You don't need more power, you need less in your hands. Is it humane enough? Ask you plain, ask you loud. Is humane enough to hold power over crowds? If your legal imagination makes the vulnerable less free, then the problem ain't the backlash. The problem is these.